as you see me sober, I be confirm Arsenal. Nothing wey go stop me. Tomorrow I dey beat Chelsea like baby.
No problem. See, wetin me I dey tell you be say, yes, Arsenal dey in form. Chelsea sef dey in form. Yes, but you suppose know say Arsenal na dem dey under pressure because na dem dey top of the table, and secondly dey travel away to Stamford Bridge for Chelsea house.
That one no mean anything.
Now the ogbonge big London derby wey be say everybody don dey anticipate before the international break don come, and na tomorrow Sunday, yes, at the Stamford Bridge. Yes, West meets North. Yes, West London Chelsea and North London Arsenal. Now these two teams don dey in fine form. Yes, fine form. Coming into this match, Chelsea were outstandingly good against Barcelona and trashed them 3-0, while Arsenal also welcomed Bayern Munich, the anticipated and expected team. Yes, the team that was touted the best team in Europe this season. Yes, and Arsenal decimated them. Arsenal discombobulated. Arsenal Sacramento them 3-1. So you see why this matchup dey very very important. Yes, and another thing, ice cold Palmer is back, which tilts this match into an interesting fold. Now the argument here wey me and this my colleague here don dey get be say, wetin give you the confidence that, yes, because him na Arsenal, die-hard Arsenal fan. Yes, and you see as he dey open teeth. Now ice cold Palmer is back. Another vital point now, since Arteta don come to Premiership, Chelsea never beat Arsenal. Yes, under Arteta. So everybody dey look say, hey, this match shey Chelsea go fit beat Arsenal. Yes, now at the Stamford Bridge, Arsenal don come there beat Chelsea. Yes, and under Arteta, Arsenal don override Chelsea very very well, even dating back to after Mourinho left. Na only Mourinho be the manager of Chelsea wey get success against Arsenal. Okay. So my point now is, ice cold Palmer is back. Yes, and you know say na him be the connector between the defensive mode and the attacking mode of Chelsea.
So because Palmer don come now, problem don dey. You don't forget say when Palmer dey, Arsenal dey gun them down. Don't forget say that midfield wey you dey talk, na Arsenal get am. If you think say you fit outsmart Arsenal for midfield, no way you go do am now. Arsenal go do taka. You run. Very soon, within 5 minutes, you go tire. You go open field now. Palmer in a ball where Palmer see, na him Palmer go play. But if Palmer no see ball, wetin you go do? You go dey frustrated. Dey watch, shebi you dey watch all our matches for all this time. You go see even Caicedo wey dey midfield no fit outsmart. Na Eze wan mark. You go mark Eze. Wetin you wan use Declarize do?
So my argument now be say, now we will look at the formation wey Chelsea go use, because me I know say na overloading for that midfield for Chelsea. Na wetin they do against Barcelona and PSG for the World Club Cup they go do again, because they know say Arsenal go control the tempo of the game most likely. So they go wan choke that midfield. So how you think say Arsenal go fit deal with the transition speeds of Chelsea now that Cole Palmer is back in the fold, and knowing that Chelsea are fast on the brakes and are physical? How Arsenal go fit counter that 4-2-3-1 yes formation wey Chelsea go use tomorrow?
Nice question. Oh, don't forget that 4-2-3-1 is same formation wey Bayern use against Arsenal, and in transition mode of Bayern is even more deadlier than Chelsea. There is a way you contain it. You know, Arsenal is having the best defense line in Europe. So if Arsenal can contain Bayern, who is Chelsea? We've been playing together for a long period of time. We know ourselves. Now, Arsenal is going to use just 2 key players. That's the side backs. Chelsea can only play from the flank. And immediately, Pedro, Neto, maybe Gittins or anybody do not have opportunity to play. Then that's all. The only major threat for Arsenal is Cucurella. If Cucurella should attack from that left flank, then there's going to be a goal. But as long as Cucurella will not want to leave his side because of Saka, you know Saka, what Saka can do. So there's going to be a problem. Because most of Chelsea goals always come from the left flank, which is Cucurella. Cucurella will also dive into the midfield as inverted left back.
Yes.
So he will not be able to do that because of Saka tomorrow.
Okay, so my point now is now in that 4-2-3-1 which Chelsea go use tomorrow. Now with ice cold Palmer playing as the attacking midfielder. Now what Chelsea will want to do is spread, widen that back line of Chelsea to draw of Arsenal to draw them to the sides and create space in that midfield for Cole Palmer to operate. Because when they destabilize that defense line, you know that you have Cole Palmer in the central attacking mode and you have 2 players wide with the central striker, which could be Joao Pedro or Delap. Yes. So now when they are in transition, because he knows that he has 2 defensive minded players behind him. Now they would want to attack using the flanks. Now that will make Cole Palmer a natural 10. Yes, and those wingers will be distractions to the wing back of Arsenal and the central defense, thereby giving space for Cole Palmer to shoot from long range spaces. They would want to exploit the spaces in and behind the Arsenal defense line. So how would Arsenal be able to curtail the transitional speeds of Chelsea? Because we saw what they played against Barcelona just during the week. So how will Arsenal deal with this?
Now, you are talking about Cole Palmer transition, the widening of the field. Don't forget that midfield, Arsenal is using 2 pivots. That is Zubimendi and Declan Rice. Zubimendi is a standing pivot which is not moving.
Yes,
so
player.
Don't forget that Cole Palmer and Zubimendi will be on the same pivot.
Yes.
So how will they transit? How will the ball move? And don't forget that Declan Rice is a midfielder, box to box player.
Yes.
Don't forget Eze can play box to box player.
Yes.
So if there is no support of Caicedo or Enzo, Palmer will not be able to operate. Now, Caicedo will be weary of Eze.
So he wouldn't want to push forward.
He will not.
So he's going to sit back.
He's going to sit back. Enzo will not be able to push forward because Enzo did not have the strength to match Declan Rice going up and down. So they will be weary of what Eze on his own can do. And don't forget, talking of the wide, we have fast wingers that have experience, the likes of Calafiori. You see what he did against Bayern Munich. You see what he did? He came in, blocked Olise finally, then he attacked. When he was attacking, you will see Zubimendi coming down to cover up. So when they are making their transition, they are balanced back. Before you know, Saka come into the midfield, Eze will come. Mireno, Arsenal did not use a striker. Mireno is a midfielder. Mireno came in and slotted in for Eze, while Eze is going back. So the formation is just balanced. They are fast. Arsenal players are much of athletics. They know how to use the ball. They can hold the ball. Yes. That's where the problem lies. So when Arsenal holds the ball, then, my brother, Chelsea will not be able to play anything. Don't forget, every season, for the past 6 seasons, Arsenal dominates the ball, the pitch. So Chelsea might be very lucky. That's just it, to have a draw.
Now, what I see and I believe is that Chelsea might overpower Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal are not as physical as Chelsea, like you said. I don't see Arsenal physically outsmarting Chelsea in that match tomorrow. Yes, because Arsenal are more of a flexible and tiki-taka side. So Chelsea would want to man power and marshal. Yes, you know that they have physical players in the central space of the pitch, which is the midfield. Yes, and you have Caicedo, who is physical. You have Enzo Fernandez, and you also have Cole Palmer. Yes, so this defensive mode, and even at times Reece James might even come into that defensive midfield mode now. And Arsenal play more of a flexible football game. Now, the height of Zubimendi might also be a challenge. Yes, because Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez might want to outmuscle him in that mode. And Cucurella is more physical than Saka. So I feel that Cucurella might marshal and outsmart Saka. Now, the only thing Saka might be able to do in that match is cutting in from the midfield, which might actually give him much issues, because once he cuts into the midfield, he has Caicedo and probably Enzo Fernandez.
Well. Don't forget that. Gone are the days when Arsenal are flexible. You can't compare the physicality of the present Arsenal with those of last season or upper season. They are more physical. Now, we are talking of Caicedo physicality. You know, everything is not about power, but it's about your tactics, the way you do it. When you knock out Caicedo, 1, 2, 3, you form a triangle based game. You knock him out. When he runs 1, 2, 3, 4 times, he will be tired.
But
how wait. Caicedo with their physicality. You know, when somebody is flexible, you commit more fouls. Then you will be weary of collecting a yellow card. Immediately the game starts, you knock somebody off, you collect the yellow card. Then how is he going to play the rest of the time of the game? That's where the problem lies. Now, if you look at most of their matches, they don't play physicality. You play tactical games. The last season in Stamford Bridge, if you look at that game, there was a tactical game played before. You know, Arsenal was cautious of going out. Chelsea too was cautious of moving forward. So the game was just played in between the pitch. But immediately, Chelsea get the opportunity. Arsenal lose focus. Then they rush out. They got the goals.
Yeah, but my point is, the reason why I feel that this might be a difficult match. Yes, it's going to be a difficult match for both sides. No doubt about that. That match, it will be fine margins that we go win that match for either Chelsea or Arsenal. Yes. And waiting at the look be say, Chelsea na one side wey be say, they will run at you for 90 minutes. They know they get tired. That is another head. And you know, say na Stamford Bridge. Yes, recently Arsenal have had the upper hand against Chelsea, but not at Stamford Bridge. Yes, Chelsea don't lose to Arsenal for Stamford Bridge during Arteta's time, but they always dey difficult. And the mentality wey be say Chelsea know say they can close the gap to 3 points. Yes, between them and Arsenal. So they go wan do everything, because they know say if Arsenal win that match, na 9 points be that. So that mental agility, that mental awakeness go dey there. And Cucurella, if Saka no fit do anything against am that day, if he no fit comot am for certain, then me I dey see Arsenal having issues on that space. Yes, because Cucurella na one dangerous player wey be say if he come and you know say for jump power, Cucurella dey there. If he head the ball, if he run, if he mark, so he get everything wey be say a player needs. And also Caicedo, yes. And even the thing wey dey there be say the only problem wey Chelsea fit get against Arsenal na that central defense line.
Now, wait. You are talking of Cucurella. Is it only Cucurella that wants to play that match, or Caicedo? Don't forget that when you are playing a tiki-taka game, there is no defense line. wey you no go break. You wan compare Chelsea defence line with Bayern Munich? Can you see the transition in the game? Look at the second goal and the third goal. Pew. Don't forget, Chelsea is at home. Chelsea would like to attack. But they should not forget that by the time the ball gets to Eze hand, you know, my brother, Eze go just throw pass like this. Martinelli don't go. Saka gets speed. Mireno. Now, if you look at that defense line, I'm still insisting. Cucurella will not go out. Cucurella will not do what? Cucurella will not go out. The ball, the game of tomorrow is between the midfields. Who plays better? That's it. Because Timber is not coming out. Calafiori is not coming out. James is not coming. Cucurella will not come. So the game is between the midfield. Who has the upper edge?
Okay, so now let's go. Let's round up. Yes, let's go into the match decider. Where you think say either of Chelsea or Arsenal go Chalobah this match? Now, for me, I know say Arsenal get bench. They get better players. They even, in fact, for Europe now Arsenal be the baba in terms of quality and depth. Yes, they get at least 2 other players for each position. Yes, and for me, for Stamford Bridge, normally na Arsenal I go pick say make they win that match. But looking at the importance of that match to Chelsea and the momentum wey they don get, wey be say they beat Barcelona for that same Stamford Bridge 3-0. So how Arsenal go fit? You think say na Arsenal bench go win that match for them?
Well, the match of tomorrow, the bench is going to decide the game. Don't forget, that same Bayern wey beat Chelsea 4-1 for Allianz Arena, na him Arsenal beat with ease. You know, if you look at the game, Arsenal played football as if they were training, not much of strength or... Now, the substitution, Calafiori came in, brought in the second goal by Calafiori to Madueke, which is the sub. You know, immediately Saka came out, Bayern were free to come out and play. So, Bayern were free to come out and play, forgetting that these flanks have speed and have experience and agility to do what they can do. So, tomorrow now, the bench will decide. It's not... Now, when you are now talking of the squad depth, it's not buying players. You can have 50 players, and that they might not be up to 1. So, if you want to... If you are talking of the bench now, Madueke is on the bench. Martinelli might be on the bench or might not. Gyökeres is not playing. Odegaard will be on the bench. Eze is there. So just imagine, Eze comes out, Odegaard comes in. Trossard comes out, Martinelli comes in. Now for Chelsea, apart from Extravio and Neto, no Kopama. Okay, let's assume Caicedo has injury on the pitch tomorrow. What will happen? That's the end of your story.
Okay, may I give you my own take on wetin go tilt the match on the side of each team, wetin go make them win am. Now, may I start with Chelsea. Now, you know say Chelsea na one team wey be say they fit sit deep, they be defensive minded team, yes, and they strong gidigba like Olumoro. Now, if Chelsea sit back, their tactics fit be say, yes, may we set up in a 4-2-3-1. Yes, that 4-2-3-1, when they defend deep, it go be 4-4-1-1. Yes, if I'm right. Now, Arsenal, Chelsea know say Arsenal, they attack high. Yes, they go come into the half of Chelsea. Yes, and they know say they get fast wingers. Yes, especially Pedro Neto. Now, Chelsea might want to exploit that weakness in Chelsea and get numbers behind that defense line. And if they get those numbers behind the defense line, that might be an issue for Arsenal. Yes, and Chelsea, thereby, if Chelsea fit take the lead for Stamford Bridge, then that's where problem go dey. Now on the side of Arsenal, yes, before I go there, now wetin fit undermine Chelsea's issue now where I dey go now. Arsenal, wetin go tilt that match in favour of Arsenal be say, one, they get better bench. Yes, they have better bench, and they have 2 to 3 players wey fit come in, like for like players wey fit come in. Yes, so that is an advantage for Arsenal. Secondly, now if Chelsea sit back and talk say they wan play physical game, yes, because for you to defend it, that means say you go play physical game. And if Chelsea goes rough on Arsenal players, knowing how fleet-footed Arsenal players can be, yellow card fit set in there, and Chelsea players go begin dey get G3, and that might tilt the favour. And wetin Arsenal go try do, being the kind of compact team wey be say they dey, once they see say you dey play physical game, they go knock you off, they go draw you out and create spaces in behind that your defence line, and know how wey Arsenal go attack you, wey be say they no go get in that goal in, because they go displace your player. So in as much as Chelsea dey house, before I go to wetin I see as my prediction, yes, it's going to be a tight one, yes, but abeg tell me wetin be your own prediction in that match.
My own prediction, my own scoreline is 2-1, because it's going to be a tight game. 2-1 to Arsenal. So now if you look at their games, Chelsea will be on the brim of high-flogged Barcelona, which is a big team. But if you look at Barcelona of that moment, they were a flop. Now, Arsenal believes we beat Bayern, the almighty Bayern, that has not even lose a game in the whole competition, beating Bayern that beat Chelsea 4-1. You know, if you analyze that Bayern Munich and Chelsea match, there is just a slight issue there. Chelsea lose focus. You know, if you look at the likes of those players, when they have chances and they cannot convert it, they are down. Now, if you look at, when you're not talking of the defense line with the goalkeeping line, Arsenal had a better keeper that understands football than Chelsea. Any little shot, that's a goal. That's where their problem lies. If they compact their defense line, don't forget, Eze will shoot, Declan Rice will shoot, Saka will shoot. And sometimes when you shoot, when boss hits the player too much, the next one is coming, we open. So that's their major this thing.
Now you said something that just tilted my mind to something that we will do, yes, before we finally round up. Now, before I go to that, now Arsenal and Chelsea is always a blockbuster game, yes, and it's always a tight one. Even in recent times, it's been a very, very tight one. Yes, in as much as Chelsea is at home and I feel that they can beat Arsenal, I will still go for Arsenal to win as well. And I'll be going with a 2-1 win as well. And my reasons are, one, Arsenal would want to wear out Chelsea. Yes, because they know Chelsea do not have the strength and quality, squad depth like they do. So when they see that when they see that Chelsea are weary and tired, they now bring in fresh legs, which will tilt or might tilt that in the favor of Arsenal. Now, so let's go to our joint 11. Yes, starting from the defense line to the midfield and to the attack. So give me your joint 11, combined 11.
In the goal post, yes, I'll have Raya as number 1.
I too will go for Raya.
In the left flank, I will have Cucurella.
I too.
In the central, that's for the 5 and 6,
yes,
I will have Gabriel, Mangalas and Saliba.
Yeah, but Gabriel wouldn't be playing.
Then Masquera will come in.
Yes.
Now, on the left flank, I will have Timber. Not because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yes.
If you look at Timber and James for now, there is difference. But in the midfield, the blocking midfield, I'm going to have Caicedo as my blocking midfielder. Then pivoting him will be Declan Rice. Eze, Palmer, either of the two. But for now, I will choose Eze because Palmer is on injury, he's just returning.
Yes.
Now, in the attacking flank, you have Saka, you have Joao Pedro, and Neto.
Yes, the only place I might slightly tilt your formation is that fullback, that's right fullback. I would be going for Reece James there. Yes, because of his technicality, of his experience, and his physicality. So that would be my 11 for. So for me, it's going to be Cucurella, then Mosquera and Saliba. Then you have Reece James. Yes. Then in the defensive mode, the three in the midfield, it's going to be for the defensive midfield mode, it's going to be Caicedo, and my box-to-box midfielder definitely is going to be Declan Rice any day, anytime. And in the attacking midfield is going to be Eze. Yes, because Eze has been in fine form. Yes, and you can see he scored an hat-trick against Tottenham. And even when you look, since he came into Arsenal, he has been scoring some vital goals. I remember there was a match, yes, against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace that are a very stubborn and resolute side. Arsenal were able to get that 1-0 win against Crystal Palace as a result of that powerful shot from Eze. So Eze has been in fine form. So I will be going with Eze in that attacking mode ahead of Cole Palmer right now. Yes, they are both good attacking options, but I would be going for. Now, on the flanks, Pedro Neto is a very fine player, yes, but I would not display Saka on that right flank. So Saka on the right for me, Pedro Neto on the left for me, and in attack would be Joao Pedro. Reason why is his flexibility and height, yes. But I would have gone for Delap, but Delap might not be able to marshal his way in that match. He seems lost a lot of times when the team are not playing in transition. So and Arsenal would make Chelsea not to get a lot of the ball. So Delap might have issues. So I'll go for Joao Pedro. Abeg, as you are the watchers now, abeg subscribe, put your comments down and tell us what you think about this our argument and who you think say go Chalobah that match tomorrow. Yes, abeg don't forget, make you subscribe. This is the sports verdict. Beyond the stats, beyond the story, the verdict.